How is it going, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Please forgive the way I look. I just got home from work. It's rainy, dark, messy outside, so I figured I'd go over one of the questions about my videos. And one of the questions, I should say, is how do you take a normal, good video and make it better? So with that said, we're going to go from this video to this video. Using Davinci Resolve. So let's get in there and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, first thing you want to do, of course, is open up. Let me get you straightened up here so you can see everything. Sorry about that. First thing you want to do, of course, is open up your program. In this case, I'm using Davinci Resolve 14. Now you can do the same thing with other programs like Photoshop and all those good programs out there. But I happen to use Davinci Resolve. It's free and it is a very professional tool, and I'll provide the link below to where you can also get it for free. Unfortunately, the one that you'll get is 15. This is 14. 15 is a little bit more powerful, has some special 3D effects and stuff. I just haven't decided to load it on this computer yet. I have it on my laptop, but not this one. So the first thing you want to do is bring in your media, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my song. So I got to click on File, Import Media, and then go to where I have my music, which happens to be in my download folder. And then all I have to do is search and find the particular song. Let's see, which happens to be this one. Just click it and then click on Open. And always click Change when that window comes up. Since I use a lot of audio, music and stuff off YouTube, it normally comes with a video file or a picture with the sound, and that's what you have here. So I have to separate the two. On any file, you're going to have the video file and the music file. They're going to be stacked together. You'll bring them in together. To get rid of them, you have to separate them, okay? And the way that Davinci keeps them together is they're called linked, like a chain link, but it's linked. And you know, right there's the link. All you got to do is go up there and click that to where it's not highlighted. Go down and click the video portion of it, right? Highlight it. See, it went from red, went from no color to red. Right click it and go up and hit delete, okay? Now you have just the audio file. Okay? That's the audio file that we're going to use, okay? Now we got to go bring in the actual video that we're going to use, the shots that we took that we want to change, okay? I'm going to show you an easier way. I happen to have a folder down here at the bottom of my screen, which is all my photos combined. And when I click on that, it brings up everything. So I'm just going to go down, find the file that I want, which is right next section right here. I'm going to use this one, right? So I need that, and I'm going to use this one all the way over here. So I just click it to where they're both highlighted, and drag them down, right? Just drag them, both of them, because both of them are highlighted. Drag them down and hover your cursor over Davinci Resolve, and it opens it up. Then you just keep holding it, bring it up here to your video media pool, and it'll say copy, and you just let go of it. It's now brought in both video files, okay? I'm going to drag the one in. Oh, let me move this down. I need to move the audio down one because we're stacking layers, because this is going to have its own audio. And I'll show you how to get rid of that. Drag that in, put it at the beginning of the timeline. Hit your up arrow. This is a shortcut. On the right hand side of your keyboard, next to the numbers, you have an up arrow, a down arrow, a left, and a right. Hit the up arrow and it takes you back to the beginning of the clip that you're working on. Okay. Now we want to get rid of this, so we can just highlight it and delete it, or we can just click on it. As you can see, there's two little up and down. Once I get to that line, there's two up and down arrows. Just click and hold it and drag it down. Now there's no volume. All you get is the music. And here is the clip that you saw the before of. Right? Nothing special. But we want to change that. So hit the up arrow again. We're going to go right here and get our razor blade. And if you watch, as this goes across, you need to pick where you want to do your cuts. Okay? Well, I know mine's right at the beginning. So all I'm going to do is take it to the beginning. And I'm going to count over 14 spaces. In other words, I'm going to hit my right arrow 14 times. And you can even look right there, and there's a counter, right? Go to the timeline mark, cut it. Do it again. Take it up to 28. Right? 14 spaces, cut it. One, two, three, four. Oop, went too far. 14. Right there. Now I happen to know that I need 4 sections that are cut. So we actually need to go 6 sections, and I'll show you why. There's 3. There's that one. Go up 14 again. There's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's just check it to be sure, okay? Because we know that we want it to stop at that last dee 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 dee, right? So we want to keep the first one. You want to highlight the second one. And here's another shortcut. Just above your arrows, you have keys that says insert, home, page up, page down, delete. Well, what you want to do is highlight the second section and hit that delete key, and it gets rid of it, right? So you have this one that you're going to keep. You deleted one, you're going to keep this one. What you want to do is delete every other one. So we kept that one, deleted the second one, keep the third one. We're going to delete this one, so we highlight it, hit delete, right? So we keep, delete, keep, delete, keep, and we need one more section. So we go right back to the beginning, get our razor tool, and we're at 16, so 14, that means we need to go up to 30. Which will be an even number. Okay, so we need to delete that one, right? And here's the look you'll get. Drag it over. Here you go. Watch this. And there was those jumps that we had in the video. Okay, pretty cool, huh? So there's that. Now we got to make the next cut. So we have our fast forward steps. Now we need the next cut, so let's watch it again up to this section here. Looks pretty good, huh? Well, now we want a quick jump, so we let this last section play as is, and this is our next music cycle transition, so listen and watch. You hear the dun, So we want to back it up to the beginning of that, right? And we're going to cut it again. Now what we want is something different than what we've got now, the walking scene. So we're going to, after we cut it, that gives us a new beginning. So now we're going to let it play. And right there, now this, I can go a little bit. It doesn't matter if it matches exactly or not. But I want to do the fast walk and then boom, be at the engine. So I'm going to cut it again. And we know that we don't want that long walk section in there. So all we do is go back, click it, and hit delete. Highlight the space that's empty, hit delete again, and there you go. Now watch. Okay, we looked at the engine, now we're coming down the side, so we know we don't want any more of that, because all we're doing is walking down the side of the car. We'll let it play. Alright, let's watch it again. Now we don't want it to just keep walking, so at that next musical transition, we know that we want to go to the next scene. So you can see I've already got my next cut right there. So that's the beginning of where I want my next cut to be. So we're going to go up to the interior. Boom, right there. Get our razor, cut it, go back, get our pointer. Because if we don't get our pointer when we come down here to click on this to highlight, it's just going to cut it again. Highlight it, right click it, tell it delete, right? Drag that back over. Now let's go back and watch again. I like to always watch as I do it. That way I can make sure I'm not screwing up something or I've taken something out that I didn't want to. You know, you don't want to do a whole video and go back and watch it and say, oh God, I screwed up, you know. Well, then you got a lot of correcting to do. So let's watch it. So now we want to go back to that last sound, that doom, which is right there at the peak. We're going to make another cut because we don't want this, right? So we're going to be getting rid of that. We're actually going to go to the back of the car shot now. And you can start it where you want to. I'm going to start it right there. And like I said, I'm just doing this to show you how to do it. So it doesn't have to match exactly what I put in the before and after. But click the dead spot, hit delete, and it moves it over. And if you're unsure, I mean, you can put it wherever you want, okay? It's up to you. I want it on that last one. And here's a little trick too. You don't have to cut every single thing, okay? Don't think that, don't get it in your mind that you have to cut every single section. Like I know that I don't want this. Well, my timeline is there. I mean, I can cut it, right? I can cut it. Right click it and delete it, right? Or I can just have my timeline where I want it to stop. And if you look, whenever you go to the end of the clip, it turns into like a half a square. If you know what I'm talking about, I forget what that key's called with two arrows on it. Or it goes to a divided square like that. All it's doing is showing you that that's the end of the clip and this is the end and the beginning. So all you gotta do is click it and drag it, okay? When that shows up. And that's all there is to that. That's the first section done. Now how do I get the pretty cool transition in the video, you may ask? Well, let me show you. Alright, here we go. The actual transition that I used was called slide. So if you go over here in your toolbox, this whole section right here is all your tools, your crossfades, your transitions for your video, your titles, your generators. You can add audio effects, all kind of stuff. But it's called slides and everything's in alphabetical order. So just go down to where it says slide, click and hold it, and drag it over on the right hand side of the video. Okay? And now you can play it again and watch it. And you see that it slid the video off. Well, about now you're asking, well, how did I get that section to slide off while showing the other half? Well, here's how you do that. Remember I told you these two are connected, right? Unconnect them. In other words, with the highlighted is connected and linked. Unhighlighted is disconnected. When you do that, you're going to grab your video that you're working on now. And remember, video and photos are always stacked, okay? Just imagine that the video section that you want to show is behind this whole video section that you just did. Well, the way that you reveal it is to get rid of the top layer, okay? That's what they're called, is layers. So you get rid of this layer, that's what that transition right there does. That black section is covered, okay? The way to get rid of it is to click on that and drag it up. And once you go up so high, it'll automatically move over, okay? Now we're going to go up and get our next video section, which is this section, and drag it down and move it right in. But you don't do like normal and stop it at the end of that, because you want it to come in as the transition starts. So if you look right there, you can see where that transition started. See how the cursor changes? So what we want to do is drag it over to there, okay? And then just get rid of the audio like we did before. Now watch what happens. Pretty cool, huh? Well, now we need to get our fast steps or hyper steps, whatever you want to call them. And we don't need as many for this one because it's only like a couple tones. Here you'll see what I'm talking about. See, it was only 3 sections. So what we want to do is find the beginning of it, which is right there. So we're going to make a cut, right? Now we're going to go up and get our cursor, come back down. Well, just keep it a razor blade. We're going to get our timeline right there. We made our cut. That's our beginning of the hyper steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Make a cut. Do it again. There's 14. There's another 14. There's another 14. Now we get rid of every other one. So we kept this one, right? We're going to delete this one. Keep this one. Delete this one. And then we're going to slide them all together. Okay, then we're going to back it back up however far you want to, and then check to see how it looks. And monitor the sound to make sure it coordinates with the sound. See, I needed one more section of cut. In order to get one section of cut, that means you have to delete something, right? Okay, so we know we're keeping this one, so we got to bring our timeline back over and go over 14 sections. Grab our cutter again, our razor blade, cut that, and delete it. Slide that over, okay? Go back over and double check it again. And we still need another section. So, we back it back up. We're going to make 2 cuts. Okay, there's one, because I screwed up a second ago when I told you I only made 1 cut, and I deleted that, and all I did was move the film back over. Alright, so now we want to get rid of the middle section, because we're going to keep, delete, keep, and then slide that over. Double check it again. Pretty cool, huh? Well, right there at that next audio transition, I'll play it again. Right there, that wah. We want to zoom in on just the engine rather than having all that walking around. So now we want to get rid of from here to the engine. So we're going to make another cut. Let it play. And right there, we want to cut it, right? Because we want to get rid of the walking section. So let's watch again. That's the walking section. We want to get rid of that. We want to be nice, sharp, and crisp. Slide that over, right? And there's that. Now we want to get the rear end section of the video. So we've already got our first cut, the beginning. So we want to do it right about there, right? So we want to get rid of that and get rid of that section. So we just delete it, okay? And we're going to drag everything back over. Now let's watch it again. And I'm going to change it up a little bit from the first one, because now I want it to go to the wing on that beat. So now I got to make a cut there. And there it is. Boom. So now all we do is get rid of that. And like I said, I'm just doing this for video purposes, you know. It doesn't have to be exactly like I showed you the before and after. And that's all there is to it. But I don't like exactly where it transitioned. I'm a little off on the beat. I want it to be on a boom, which is right there where that timeline mark is. So all I gotta do is click and highlight. Now this is what's cool. You don't have to go back and redo everything. If you have a clip that you cut, watch this. I have where I want it to change, so I'm going to drag that over to the mark, okay? Well, remember we cut this one. So all we got to do is take our cursor and move it to where it changes. Right there. See it change? I'll hold it down and just drag the video clip back over. Pretty cool, huh? It fills it in. I'm just going to end it right there. So I'm going to get my razor. I'm going to go down and make a cut at the end of the video. Go back and get my cursor. Click on that one. Hold down Control. Click on the bottom one. And delete. That gets rid of both of them. And I don't want it to just end. You know, it sounds kind of funny just ending like that. So I'm going to drag in a fade, which is that little button right there. If you take your cursor to where the audio starts at the very top and just drag it over, you'll see a little pointer come up, right? And then you can take that as far as you want. You can make it start as far as you want. But I'm going to go about 1 1/4 seconds in and let that be my fade where it starts. Now does that sound better? Sounds a lot better to me. And that's all it is too. That's all there is to it, guys. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, there's so much more, and if you watch any of my other videos on Davinci Resolve, you can see some of the other things that you get and some of the other things that you can do. But let's go back to the very beginning and watch. All you gotta do is hold your up arrow and it takes you all the way back to the beginning. But I get asked all the time, you know, I have this, but mine just don't look like yours. So I have people send me their video clip and I watch it, and the reason for it is this, okay? Let me show you what they send. They'll send me something like this. Okay, this is the before. I'm gonna get rid of this. Well, I'll leave the sound there. And see, it's good. It's showing the whole car, and it's showing each section of the car and how each section looks and the parts of the car, and you get the details and everything. But you have too much movement, you know, the walking of the car, the walking to the car, you know, nobody wants to see each and every step that you take to get to it. And then nobody wants to see you go from this down the side of the car. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not that nobody doesn't want to see it. It's that it looks better and more professional to do it like this. On this screen over to the right. Right? A few steps up. But it just looks more professional and more entertaining and easier on the eye. Like I said, for this, right, compared to this. You know, that's a good video, good quality. I mean, it shows the whole car and everything, but the other one just looks better. And you know, that's why I do these tips, is because a lot of people ask me, how do I do what I do in my videos? Now, of course, I'm not going to show you each and everything that I do, because you don't want to be like me. You don't want to copy me, just like I don't want to copy somebody else. I'll take some of their ideas and put them in my videos and add them and twist them and use part of it and combine it with something that I come up with and make it my own. So, you know, I'm not going to show you each and every step of how I make my videos. I'll show you some of the things like this, and how to add transitions, how to add overlays, how to add music and stuff like that. But you know, you have to use your own creativity. But what my video series on Davinci Resolve is, I'm giving you the tools so that you too can go out there and make super great edited videos if you're willing to take the time to learn it. Now, yes, your first couple times it's going to take you a while, but once you learn the tools and the steps and you do it a couple times, you know, I can do this in 5 minutes, easy. I could do the whole thing in 5 minutes. Whereas, you know, it probably just took us, I don't know, I don't have my counter on my camera to know. I mean, you know, this video is what, probably 15-20 minutes long. I don't know, compared to the 5 minutes that it really would have took me to do it, but because I'm showing you and walking you through the steps. With all that yabbity said, you know, get out there and shoot you some great cars like this and learn how to edit it and make your videos more pleasing to the eyes, and I guarantee you more people will watch them. I guarantee it. So until then, get out there and enjoy your cars. That's what they're made for. That's why you pay for them. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.